Hello, my name is Alan Averill, and I thought today I'd take you through the in-bed exercises that I do when I have my strong side up. Um, I have several medical issues, one of which is my hips don't work very well, my one knee doesn't work very well, and one of my arms doesn't work very well. I'm in the process of getting them better. Some will take longer than others to get better. Some of them are going to have to wait until I can get a surgery on them in order to get better. But it's all part of the process, right? You got to start where you're at. And so currently, I I weigh 350 pounds. I'm down from, I'm sorry, 450 pounds. I'm down from 510 pounds when I first came into this facility. And I'm continuing to lose weight, and I'm starting to exercise more. And I thought I'd start documenting my story. So that's where this sort of comes from. And to explain where I'm at, like I said, I got a bad knee, I got a bad hips, and I got one arm that doesn't work very well. So currently, I do in-bed exercises. I'm restricted to bed only. So I do in-bed exercises, and then I also do online aerobics 4 days a week, where I log in at 8 a.m. and for a half hour, I follow along with a group of people that are doing aerobics, and I do the best I can to do what they're doing. I modify it so that I can do it laying down on my side in bed. Currently, the way it works for me in bed is I lay on one side for part of the day and then the other side for the rest of the day. And then I do a small section of the day actually on my back, trying to sit up in bed. These are all things I'm working on and getting better at. But for now, what I wanted to do was to show you the in-bed exercises I do on the strong side. So first, I start with, I have a series of exercises that I do 20 examples of. So the first one is I will do some arm exercises. This is a 10-pound kettlebell. Pretty soon I'm going to switch up to the 20-pound kettlebell, but not quite yet. So I'll start with it, and I'll do 20 examples of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I also have what I refer to as my arm stretchy thing. I have two of them, one tied to each set of handrails on my bed from either side. And what they are is a elastic cord that's inside a sheath to help protect you so you don't get pinched on the cord, with a handle on it. And so then there's several exercises you can do with this. Like I like to hold my arm straight against my side and just slowly roll the arm forward and back. 3, 4, 5, 6. And the nice thing about working with an elastic band as resistance is you get pull all the way over, you get resistance, and all the way back down. Or like if you're lifting weights, like when I was lifting the barbell just a minute ago, I got good resistance on the push up, right? But on the way down, the weight's actually helping you to pull down. So you're really only getting resistance in one direction. Whereas when you use these stretchies, you get resistance on both up and down. 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So this one kind of works your forearms and a little bit your triceps. Now if you switch your hand around, so you got knuckles up like this, and go up and down like this, not over your shoulder kind of. It works more of your tricep to the back of your upper arm and your forearm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And then I like to hold it all the way up straight and come down straight. 1, and all the way back. 2, 3. You can see right now I got the hand facing forward. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now for speed, you kind of want to go medium, slow. If you get going too fast, then momentum helps you. So you want to keep it just slow enough that you're always fighting against the resistance of the band, all the way over and all the way back. In fact, something that's kind of fun to do when you get towards the end, sometimes for the last one, I'll try and do the whole exercise in like glacial slowness. And you wouldn't think that this little soft little rubber band would get hard to hold. But if you just go really, really slow as you come forward, make sure you keep your arm up. And very slow. And then all the way back, very slow. That's a nice burn right there. Then, if you turn your hand, see I got like knuckles up right now, and hand down towards my body, and now move the whole arm. It's a whole different set of muscles, more or less. All the way back. 4. Way forward. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9, 10, 11. And don't get tempted. You're going to tempt it like now 12. I'm starting to feel the burn pretty good. So then you're going to be tempted to try and hurry up and muscle through it. Keep it slow. Keep that burn going. You're always kind of trying to chase that line where it hurts just a little and it burns a little, but not too much, right? You don't want a sharp pain. That's never any good. But you always want to feel it. If you're not challenging yourself, then you're not calling on your body to make the muscle grow. If you don't work your muscles never get stronger. You have to work them to the point of almost failure. And then it's like your brain sends a message down to your muscle. Okay, look, you didn't quite keep up to what we needed to do today. You better build yourself up a little bit. I mean, it doesn't really happen that way, but you can sort of think of it that way. You got to use them until fail. Just about fail. Forgot where I am. 10, 11, 12. So I'll keep doing these while I talk a little more. So my idea is I'm going to film myself doing all the different in-bed exercises I do. I'll probably even film myself doing some of the aerobics that I do. And eventually maybe talk about what sorts of things I do to try and diet, take control over my diet and trying to get more healthy while eating in an institution where you don't really get that much control over your diet. And so I'll kind of explain the things I work on for that to accomplish my goals. First thing is you're going to be surprised when you figure out how little you need to eat in order to maintain your current weight level, whatever it is, when you're in the hospital bedridden. Because since you're in bed and laying in bed all day, you don't burn that many calories at all. I mean, in a normal day, you burn a fair amount of calories just by the regular walking around that you do, and the climbing the normal stairs to get where you're going, the hauling of various things here and there. Just as your day goes, you burn through quite a few calories. But if all you do is lay in bed all day, you don't burn through hardly any calories. So I can only do 2 more of these. Okay, we're gonna call it good. And the trick I do is I use a string that I tie to the handle of that. I tie it off on the other handle of my bed in front of me here, so that whenever I want to try and reach that arm stretchy from behind me, I can just grab the string and get a hold of the handle and get it in position so I can use it. But so anyway, that's it for my upper arms. So now the next thing I do is I'm going to try and take my knees and spread them apart almost like a clamshell, right? I'm going to try and spread them apart sort of like that. But remember now, my hip doesn't work very good and my knee's really sore. And so I don't get much movement in my legs. I get some though, and working this I get a little more each day, but for me, if I can move it an inch, it feels like I'm moving it about 2 feet. And so, but as long as I'm moving it, I'm activating the muscles, right? And so that's the idea, is to keep activating the muscles and keep working them so that they start to get stronger and more ready to do their job when I'm ready to get up out of bed. If you do nothing but lay in bed and don't exercise at all, your muscles will slowly go away. And you will have, when you are ready to try and get up out of bed, you'll find that you can't. I know, because I was almost there. I'm coming back from that, and I'm much stronger and more active now than I was since I started doing these exercises and eating better. But for a while, I was definitely heading in the wrong direction. But that was the past, and this is now. So all you can do is move on and move into the future, right? So anyway, 20 of my knee spreaders, I guess we'll call them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, so now what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and take my knees up to my belly button and then push down and get my legs as straight as I can below me. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now when I pull in my knees up towards my belly, I'm also engaging my abdomen, right? So you get a sort of a stomach crunch at the same time. And if you look, and I'm looking too in the camera, and I see that my knees don't really look like they're moving that far. But part of the problem is the bed that I'm on has a memory foam mattress, and so it's really hard to move on that kind of mattress. It's actually not the ideal sort of mattress. I should have a mattress that has a vinyl covering on it, but I don't. That isn't what this bed has. So I got to work with what I got. So I end up, what you can't see, but what I can feel is my legs fighting the resistance of the mattress. So even though they're not moving very far, they're actually engaging the muscles pretty well. I guess that's the only way I can kind of explain it. And so I'll have to, that's what I have, so that's what I got to work with. And again, like so many things in life, if I'd have learned about this earlier and started earlier, it would have all been easier. But that's not what I chose to do. That's not what I did do. And I'm forced to deal with, you got to start where you're at. That's all you can do. That's part of why I'm making these movie clips, is me starting where I'm at. If this goes the way I plan it to, one day I'm going to be out walking around again. And I'm going to get out, and I'm even going to start, my big dream is to go explore like the national park systems and all the different states of America and get out there and see the places I've never really seen. I'm old enough to be retired now, and so my whole life was when I got retired, I wanted to go do all that stuff. And now that I reached retirement age in here, which is not at all what I'd planned. But hopefully I can turn it all around. It's, as the saying goes, you're not dead yet. You can still change it if you want to. And so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so we're done with the knee lifters. So I'm back up to the abdominal part of my body. And what I'm going to try and do now is stomach clenches. So basically I'm going to try and clench my stomach and pull my navel so that it touches the back of my spine, which of course it's not going to do, but that's what you kind of think of as you work the stomach cruncher exercises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So each one in between, you relax, and then when you pull it towards your spine, when you get it there, you give it a hard squeeze and hold it for just a second, and then let it go, and then you do it again. So it's the constant tightening and squeezing that we're working at that helps strengthen that abdominal muscle. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, now that I've done those, now I'm going to do 20, I guess I don't know what you want to call them, butt tighteners or rear end clenchers. But I'm going to take both of my butt cheeks and clench them really hard and then relax them. And in the clench phase, I'm going to kind of like slide forward, sort of bend back a little bit to sort of arch my back into a little bit. Try and work my lower back a little bit also while I'm doing the clench. And then back out of it when I relax. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so now I'm kind of done with my upper body and my upper thighs, and I'm down to my my shins and my feet, right? And so the first one is I'm going to take this back leg here, and I'm going to try and slide it as much as I can back behind me and then back forward again. The whole leg bending at the knee. And again, remember, I'm fighting the memory foam mattress, so it's not going to go as far as I would like it to, but I'll go where I can get it to, and then I got to just push against the resistance and call it good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Each time though, if you pull that as hard as you can, I mean, you're activating your hamstrings, you're activating the back of your thighs, and actually a little bit of your butt cheeks get in there too. So you're kind of working all 3 sets of muscles. So it's a good exercise. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Same thing with the other leg, except with the other leg, since I'm laying sideways and I just bump into this leg right away, I'm going to try and slide it forward as much as I can. But that's the leg with the bad hip and the bad knee. So, I mean, you won't see a whole lot of movement while I'm doing these. However, I'm doing the best that I can, and the muscles themselves are getting activated. It's just that, you know, what seems like, 3 inches of movement to me is probably only like a half inch on the bed or something. I was quite surprised when I started filming this to see how little I actually do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 minutes. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so we've done all the way down to all we got left now is our feet. And so what I'm going to do with my feet is try and point my toes and reach up and touch my kneecaps, which of course I'm not going to be able to do. But that's the whole idea of the exercise, is to stretch the foot and stretch the calf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,